Hello, my name is Brandon Enright, and this is Eric Vergo's Dreidel Skewb. It is an edgeless master skewb. That is, it has a curvy cut, like that, and it does not have the master skewb edges, but it does have the skewb centers, and it does have the master skewb center point pieces. So that is, these pieces are equivalent to these pieces on a master skewb. So the middle slice layer on a master cube, that layer right there, is the same as this layer right here on the Dreidel Skewb. The Dreidel Skewb is, I think, the best turning puzzle that I own. Something about the way these curves are done, the way the cuts are done, causes this puzzle to just turn so incredibly smoothly. It doesn't catch or lock up. In fact, it'll even cut corners a little bit, so there's that turn, and I should be able to well, let's try that again. And no problem, I can do an adjacent turn and it'll just correct, no problem. In fact, this puzzle, you can spin it with a single finger really easily, so I can do, let's see here, do something like this, and it's just totally effortlessly. The sandpaper sound that you hear is just the white, strong, flexible printed surface being a little bit rough, but the sandpaperiness doesn't seem to affect the turning of this puzzle at all. In fact, it gives a little bit of a friction, which is nice, because otherwise I think it would just like glide effortlessly. It would sort of be hard to get it to stop where you want. Compared to the other skewb-like puzzles, this is a Lan mass-produced master skewb. There's just no way that I can't really spin this puzzle with one finger. It's pretty hard. And I'm not saying that this puzzle doesn't. The master skewb turns very well, and so does the Rex skewb. It's sort of hard to turn with one finger, and I would consider this puzzle and this puzzle to be excellent turning, but compared to the Dreidel Skewb, it just doesn't even compare. You know, I can probably spin this at like, I don't know, 150 RPM or something like that. This puzzle was first conceived of by Gelatin Brain, or at least these cuts were first conceived of by Gelatin Brain. So this is equivalent to Gelatin Brain's 3.2.18 Skewb puzzle, so the vertex turning cube 3.2.18. And I proposed to Eric that he make this puzzle. Actually, I think I first proposed a pentultimate with these cuts, so it would look like it would be a master pentultimate without the Pyramix crystal edges. But he decided that it would be easier to tackle this puzzle rather than a pentultimate for these cuts. And Eric literally had, from scratch, you know, a blank sheet to this puzzle in literally 5 minutes. And then all of the finishing work, all the touch-up work was done to make sure that the fillets were right. And because of the way the cuts work, the face is a little bit thin. It doesn't have any effect on this puzzle at all. It's totally sturdy. It's not at risk of breaking or bending or anything like that. But Eric put a lot of work in to striking a balance between having a deep arc that would go up into the center versus having a very shallow arc, because with a shallow arc the center stays thick, and with a really deep arc where the dreidel cuts cut right up into the center, the center gets too thin. And so he did a very good job of striking a balance on this puzzle, so that it's easy to hold. You know, when you're turning the puzzle and you want to hold the middle layer, it's really easy to do so. And at the same time, the centers are not too thin. It really strikes just the right balance. Also, when you add the fillets, if you just naively add the fillets on this puzzle, because the centerpiece is so thin, you end up with the sticker not being able to reach the outer edge very well. So like you end up with this wide space between the stickers. And he struck a very good balance between having the appropriate amount of filleting and still not producing too big a gap between the stickers. This is definitely, just definitely one of the most beautiful custom puzzles I own. I have it sitting on my desk while I'm working, and I'll just pick it up and I'll spin it and take a look at how well it turns, and the way the cuts go up into the center of the puzzle just looks really beautiful. This puzzle seems to me to have sort of the same wonder in movement that the gear cube has. You know, where when you turn it, it just has such a beautiful motion that I just can't help but constantly look at how it turns and really marvel at how well the puzzle is designed. This is puzzle number 1. I believe it's the only one in existence. I think that Eric has some big plans for this puzzle, but I'm not sure exactly where they are or what they are or what the progress is. But I look forward to hearing more from Eric in the future about what he has planned for this puzzle. Thanks for watching.